no amount of creams, no amount of prescriptions, no amount of procedures are gonna work if you never heal the root cause, which is deep inside of your gut. We ask the question, why? Every time we go, why is this happening? Instead of covering it up, band-aiding it, numbing it out, and listening to the wisdom of your body. What is it trying to say? With this acne, it's calling me to take care of something inside. What is it? What's up, beautiful warrior? And wake up. Today I am going to bring to you a video, a wake up call for your skin. We're gonna talk about acne. Yuck. In fact, hold on, I gotta squeeze this. I don't want you guys to see this on my camera. I gotta hide. I just spooged it everywhere. You know what, screw it. I gotta cover myself up here. I don't want you guys to see that. All right. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about acne and how we can look more clear. Oh, God, this thing smells. So perhaps I should tell you a little bit about what this video is going to be about. We're going to talk about the root cause issues of hormonal acne. We're going to talk about acne in general, and we're going to talk about what most people do, the biggest myths that people don't even realize they're doing wrong that do more damage to their body. But sometimes I get it. You get to this point where you're like, I have such bad acne, just like, give me more, and you like swallow the damn thing, and you're like, what if I just took more of these drugs? What if I just took double dose? Would it just go away sooner? Maybe if I put this on and this on, I can cover up the red, but you still get all these like bumps. And so you just kind of like, you know, please just go away. What if I did this like 60 more times? Maybe if you know what? I'm gonna change the brand that I use. I'm gonna try Beauty Counter. You know, Beauty Counter, which is something I use, and it's amazing. You could see that on my website, but yeah, Beauty Counter, it's the least toxic and all my friends are talking about it. So maybe if I use Beauty Counter that doesn't have all these toxins, then maybe my face will stop breaking out. Yeah, that's it. And you still have it. Today, let's talk about on this video, why just switching up some of your products, why just changing your prescription drugs, why trying creams on these expensive procedures that cost you tens of thousands of dollars and potentially decades of your time, losing your precious resources, money, and time, and energy on things that don't get to the root cause. Today we're going to talk about the root cause. So let's take it over to the whiteboard. Ready? Let's go, unicorn. All right, so cystic acne, it sucks, or just any acne. So I want to bring to you guys 6 solutions that can work to heal your acne for good. No band-aids, no gimmicks, no things that are short term, no quick fixes. We're gonna talk real stories on how to heal. So today, cystic acne healing 6S, which is success. See what I did there? Step number 1, if you really wanna heal your acne for good, is to stabilize your blood sugar. And what I mean by that is to heal your hormones. Because we women, we have so many hormonal chaos and disaster scenarios today. Many women that I see, their acne is hormonal related. It's not always the same. Not everybody's acne is hormonal related. But for the most part, what I see is a tremendous amount of what's called polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I can see on lab tests. And whether or not you were diagnosed, it doesn't mean that just because you weren't diagnosed, it doesn't mean that you have it. If you've had cysts on your ovaries, if you have painful PMS, if you have heavy periods, you also probably have some really heavy estrogen and high levels of estrogen in your body too. So I know that sounds confusing because if you know what PCOS, you think, well, isn't that a testosterone problem? Yeah, it's kind of confusing, but I'm just gonna keep it really simple for you guys. Every person's acne is not all rooted in the same thing. But if we go after all of these S's, we not only will heal your acne, but we will heal all of the inside chaos that's causing the acne, as well as any low energy or other diseases that you might have, or sleep problems or sex issues. All symptoms are as a result of one bottom line, and that is that you have a tremendous amount of toxicity in your body, and you might also have some trauma, physical trauma, as well as negative thinking. But for the most part, toxicity. So if we stabilize your blood sugar and it's not doing this, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down throughout the day, your energy levels, if you're doing that all day, up, down, up, down, up, down, you just might have PCOS. And what that simply means is that your body is accidentally, converting testosterone that you're making to a more harmful kind of testosterone, and that is causing the acne. Again, every person has different reasons for cystic acne, but for so many women that I see, for the majority, there is some sort of a hormonal issue. And so the first thing that we have to fix if we want to fix your cystic acne, or any hormonal issues for that matter, is to stabilize your blood sugar, which also includes insulin. And that's for a whole separate video. Insulin's not just a diabetes thing. If you have metabolism issues, or if you have trouble losing fat, or if you have acne, it's probably an insulin problem, and you probably have low energy too. So that's step number one, is to stabilize your blood sugar and heal your hormones. Success tip number two is to support your liver by way of detoxification. So what do I mean by that? Because you may have heard that, like, oh, everybody's body's already detoxing, I don't need to do any more. Yes, you do. Our body was simply not designed to handle an exposure of as many toxins as we are exposed to today. And I get it. We have been in this for 50, 60 years. Hundreds of thousands of chemicals that are causing liver toxicity that shows up on your skin. So as above, so below. So if you're looking at your skin and you got all kinds of acne and maybe even other breakouts, or maybe your hair is falling out even, your inside skin, which is your stomach, also looks like that. Could you imagine if it looks like that on the outside, what it must look like on the inside? Yuck. But toxins are the root of all of this. So your liver is overwhelmed today. So if we support your liver and it's able to clear out all the junk, it's gonna come out of your poo, and it's gonna come out of your urine, and it's gonna come out of your breath. It won't have so much to deposit through the skin. So if we clear more of these toxins and relieve your liver of the burden of all of these toxins, it won't show up on your skin. So you may not even have a hormonal problem. You may not even have a blood sugar problem, but you have a toxicity problem. So number two is to look at all the toxins that you have currently in your body. Do a fair detox. You cannot do a good detox in 1 day or 4 days or a week or even a month. It takes years. So you really have to practice that your lifestyle becomes a cleansing routine, so that not only will you clear the acne now, but it won't come back also. And that's one of the biggest myths that I will tell you, but not many people will, because they want to sell you a product. They want to sell you something that works for a week or 30 days, and that's it. But the truth of the matter is that if we heal your inside skin, you're going to heal not only outside skin, but everything that has to do with your body. So toxicity, the way that we clear that is by drinking a lot of water and using a lot of lemon in your water, essential oils that you can drink, and then also reducing your toxic load in your skincare routine, your hair care routine. There's literally thousands of what's called xenoestrogens. And that is chemicals that resemble estrogen in the body, so it will spike up your estrogen levels, and it may cause this type of hormone-related toxicity. It may not even be your hormones. It may actually be toxins that look like hormones. Those are things like plastics and parabens and phthalates and pesticides. These are things that are everywhere, and the body goes, whoa, that's like estrogen, but it's really not. It's just toxicity. Solution tip number 3 to cleanse your acne or cystic acne is to supplement your nutrient deficiencies. So what does it even mean? I know probably so many of you guys are taking like tons of supplements at this point, or maybe you've tried tons of supplements and they haven't worked, or maybe they worked like a little bit, but they didn't take you across the finish line. So what will? What will is finding out what vitamins you're deficient in, and then also what vitamins are really good for the skin. So for example, vitamins A, D, E, and K, specifically A and E, are super vitamins for your skin. So that is also something that I see very commonly when I run our clients' labs, that so many women are deficient in these 2 minerals / hormones / vitamins. And these are the 2 vitamins that I see these people deficient in, but you also may be deficient in minerals like potassium or selenium or zinc. Zinc is another huge one for not only your skin, but your immune system. So as above, so below. So if we're healing your immune system with zinc, we're also healing your outside skin. So I love to think about it like, if this is just a vain thing, if this is just a reason to clear up your skin, then I'm probably the wrong person to watch, because I'm not gonna get you guys quick results just for the outside. I'm talking about your whole entire body and looking at how one thing affects another and how we could heal holistically and totalitarianistically. Is that a word? I don't know. Let's just say comprehensively. And putting all your puzzle pieces together at one point, so we're not just like putting tape over like one area when the whole house is a mess. You're just gonna like blow dry one area or blow leaves in one area. You're gonna clean the whole thing, and then you won't have to worry ever again about this kind of stuff because you're learning the lifestyle. So another thing to mention that's really important is that if you're not doing a very good job of absorbing vitamins in general, like A and E are two common vitamins, they need to be absorbed in fat. So if you suck at digesting fat, like let's say you try to eat a lot of fat and your body just feels like bloated and it feels like it's just food is sitting, and maybe the things like avocados or nuts or seeds or salmon or things that are really high in fat, and your body's just not doing a very good job of absorbing those vitamins because it's not digesting fat very well. So it could very well be that you need to do some sort of a cleanse of the gallbladder, of the liver, so that your body can actually digest fat. And when you digest fat better, you can absorb fat-soluble vitamins. As well, the minerals like zinc and potassium and selenium and all the things that are really healthy for your skin specifically, if you're not absorbing these things in the cells because you're super toxic and there's things like heavy metals blocking the cell wall doors so minerals can't get in, what good is taking any amount of supplements if the good stuff can't get in? So what we do in my tribe is that we knock the bad stuff out like toxins so the good stuff can get in and you can improve your skin. That rhymed, so it makes it even cooler. So capiche? Cool, I'll move on. Number 4 solution to heal your cystic acne, or really any skin solution is to supercharge your gut. And this is huge. So if we ever want to, just like Hippocrates said, is that all death begins in the bowels. And so that means death of your skin and death of your organs and death of your hair follicles and death of your death and death of your, hopefully not your sloth, but it all starts there. If food can't get digested properly, then it rots, and it rots in your small intestine, it rots in your gut. Yuck. And you know when you're like driving down the street and you see a dead animal and that dead animal's on the side of the road and you're like, God, that sucks. That animal looks like it's fresh. And then you see like the next day it's starting to rot away. I know this is totally putrid, but bear with me. And then you see like it's decomposing. What's decomposing that animal is bacteria. So if you suck at digesting your food, then your body's gonna need to recruit bacteria to decompose the food that your stomach didn't break down well. 90% of us don't even have enough stomach acid to break down our foods in the stomach so that it goes undigested into the small intestine. And what happens is our body has to bring on bacteria to break down that food. Well, guess what bacteria does? Bacteria causes acne, and sometimes cystic acne. So this is where a lot of people go take antibiotics for their skin issues, and then it clears up for like a week, maybe a month, and then it comes back again. So if we're chasing our tails with antibiotics, we not only are going to not get to the root of the problem, but we're also going to kill the good girls in your gut that are there to protect you, and those are called probiotics. And we want a good ratio of good girls to bad girls, like 80-20 or so, but most of us are like this. And the reason why we're like that is because we're just not digesting our food very well, or we're just eating really crappy foods, or we've got a lot of toxicity and these bugs are necessary to break down these toxins, or we have a lot of things rotting away, and then these bugs, when they release an off gas because they eat our food, they release all kinds of junk that causes releasing of gases and fumes through our skin. So whenever I talk to somebody who has a skin issue, I go, we just gotta cleanse you out. Your body's like a volcano. It's spewing toxins everywhere. It can't get enough out of the bowels. It can't get enough out of your urine. You can't breathe it out enough. And then your hair starts falling out, and then your skin starts decapitating, and you get older looking, and your wrinkles, and your skin's dry, and then you get acne. So all of this stuff begins inside. So no amount of creams, no amount of prescriptions, no amount of procedures are gonna work if you never heal the root cause, which is deep inside of your gut. So a really quick tip about that is to heal your gut, is to not only clear the bad stuff out, which is step 2, is to add good stuff back in, like probiotics or probiotic rich foods, prebiotics that feed the probiotics. This would be like fermented foods, not soy, but maybe fermented soy, which is tempeh, kombucha. There's a lot of sauerkraut. You can get a kimchi, all these things with the fermented food section of the grocery store. You start to add life back in your gut, you'll start to see life back on your skin again. It's pretty cool. Try it. And then also take a probiotic every day. I recommend Megasports, one of the ones that's on my website, and you can find it on DianeKasia.com. Grab one. If you're outside of the country, outside of America, cool, let me know. I can ship it to you worldwide. Bottom line is, you guys, you can try to supplement these things. You can try to supplement vitamin A. You can try to supplement vitamin E. You can try to supplement zinc. You can try to supplement probiotics. You can try to take some milk thistle and lemon and try to cleanse your liver. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you've already been trying all those things and it's still not working. So if that's you, we got to go back to some of the more complicated things and working with somebody, in a practitioner, a coach who really understands what to look for, maybe on a lab test, maybe just looking at some things and some clues in your life. And I'm telling you right now, just because your mom or your dad or your cousin or your sloth or your dog had acne does not mean that you will too. It could be a clue that you might just suck at detoxing, and that's cool. We'll give you something to help with that, and I'll teach you more about that. But it probably means it's the way you're living and the things that you're eating and the things that you're surrounded by. And we just gotta fix some of this stuff. It's pretty simple. I heal women all day long, getting rid of their cystic acne in weeks, sometimes months. I've helped thousands of women all around the world whose doctors were like, yeah, we gotta put you on drugs. We gotta put you on Accutane. We gotta put you on a blood pressure medication. We gotta put you on antibiotics. We gotta put you on birth control. The Accutane is the worst of all of them. It actually can permanently destroy and alter your cells in the brain and your hypothalamus. And your hypothalamus regulates all of your hormone control towers, your thyroid, your adrenals, your ovaries. So if you screw that up, if you permanently damage those cells, you may have problems for life. This is what happened to me, and I don't want it to happen to you. I took 2 rounds of Accutane, like I talked about earlier, and I just don't want to see you get there. The other thing is so many of you guys are also going through these procedures, and they're wanting to inject different kinds of chemicals in your face, like latex, or they want to inject Botox. Whatever the case, they're injecting things into your skin in attempt to heal your acne. But really the root cause issues, if you work with those, you fix it. Promise, I promise. I'll show you some pictures of some real life scenarios. In fact, let's take a look at them again, the before and afters. Pretty impressive, huh? And these are women all around the world. So it doesn't matter where you're at, your doctor's probably gonna recommend the same thing, whether it's a supplement or some sort of a pill or a procedure. This is real life healing, so you don't have to work with any of those ever again. And like I said, there's gonna be other side benefits. But the biggest thing is that if you don't do this because you love your body, then you're going to take the wrong path and you're going to want to scrub this thing off your face. You're going to self-loathe. So do it because you love your body. If you love your body, you won't put a bunch of crap all over your skin and take nasty prescription drugs, because you know the consequences and the side effects of those things. If you're putting creams on your face, if you're taking these drugs internally, everything you apply on your skin with less than a minute, it becomes part of your bloodstream, and then your liver has to process it, and then later on, you're gonna have to cleanse that, so it's gonna end up back on your face. So we want to be mindful of what you're putting on your skin. You wanna be mindful of what you're putting into your body. These prescription drugs cause what's called leaky gut, and about 80% of us at this point have it, as proven by many lab tests from doctors over decades of research. And what happens then is that all this undigested food stuff in the small intestine leaks into the bloodstream and then causes even more acne and skin disruptions. A lot of times people have skin allergies and sensitivities to foods that are just not even healthy, like genetically modified organisms. So you might want to consider pulling out things like GMOs, which is soy and corn and sugar beets and canola, vegetable oils. These are many things that you'll see when you eat out at restaurants, and they're very inflammatory to the body. They contribute to leaky gut, and then the body goes completely crazy when it ends up in our bloodstream. So these are all things that you guys may have tried, and I know it may sound a little bit exclusionary, but like I said, when you start living a healthy lifestyle, it's not going to only clear up your skin, it's going to clear up your inside as well, and you're going to have more energy and things will all just start to resolve. Instead of drugs, self-love. If it's not rooted in self-love, then you're going to have the same problems over and over and over again. So when you learn to love your body instead of trying to fix things that are short-term with band-aids, then you're going to come right back to another problem and then another problem and another problem, because it's all rooted in the same thing: toxicity and hormone imbalances and negative thinking and some sort of trauma that happens with your physical body, like acne. Number 6, solution number 6 to success is your support and systems. So having a support system on how to navigate you through this maze is really important, especially because the plethora of information today, it's so confusing, it's so paralyzing. What do you do? Where do you go? What's the right combination? How do you fix it for good? How do you not damage your body? Why isn't it working for you? What will work for you? If I try this, this happens. Why? There's so many things that I get it. You guys are overwhelmed, you're confused. I was there once upon a time, and it just gets not only overwhelming, but super lonely, time consuming, and it costs thousands of dollars trying to figure it out. I spent over $20,000 trying to figure all this stuff out on my own, and still, because of the Accutane damage, it's still costing me a lot of money. And yet I still see parents who have teenager kids and they still really want to use Accutane. I don't know if it's legal anymore at the time of recording this video. But the support systems, because also where you have acne on your face is a really big clue as to what might be going on. So if you're getting a lot of acne right here on your chin, it's probably hormonal. And if it's hormonal, we go back to, well, what kind of hormonal issue is it? Is it that your body's converting testosterone to a more harmful type of testosterone? Maybe like in the case of PCOS. Is it that you have estrogen dominance and you've got high levels of estrogen in your body and that's what's causing it? Oh, but I took birth control, Diane, it really helped to clear up my acne. Well, maybe if we ask the question why you had estrogen dominance to begin with, and maybe cleanse your body, then you wouldn't have that problem and you wouldn't have high levels of estrogen. So if we ask the question why, every time we go, why is this happening? Instead of covering it up, band-aiding it, numbing it out, and listening to the wisdom of your body. What is it trying to say? With this acne, what is it trying to say? It's calling me to take care of something inside. What is it? And so you can try all these things on your own, or you can get a support system and you can ask the question, well, why is it here? And why is it here? And why is it here? And why is it patterned on this side? So you, for example, you might have acne on this side, on the right side. And if you get it right before you have your period, for example, like a few days before, and it's only like, or mostly on this side, then it's probably that you've got your right ovary that is swelled up. I see this a lot of times in PCOS clients. So if you've got, you can even look down and when you're ovulating, you can see which ovary, the right one or the left one, is bigger, and you can see it protruding out from your stomach. So if you notice that, I got a lot of acne this day, and then 2 weeks later when you're ovulating, you see that your right ovary is swollen from your stomach, it's probably because your right ovary is really swollen. You might have PCOS. So we can check that on lab reports, not blood tests, because it's what doctors use and they don't even get anywhere close. We want to find out what your body is making in hormones, what your body is actually utilizing, and what it's clearing. And that's for a totally separate video. You can watch my video on why blood tests suck for hormones and healing your hormone imbalances. So that's what I got for you today, guys. This is for cystic acne and other ones. If you're done popping pimples and ready, and everybody's seeing the white and the purple and the red coming out of them and having to hide from the world, then this tribe is for you, and maybe we've got some solutions that we could support you with. Please do something about it. Don't just be another person that watches one of my videos and goes, oh, I've been watching your videos for 3 years, and then they don't reach out until 3 years later. But those whole 3 years, they wish they would have done something about it. Don't just be a super smart person that watches my video on top of 10 other people's videos, and now you become smart and then you become paralyzed and you try like 6 things. Get a plan, get a tribe, get some sisterhood, and work with somebody who knows how to support you, even if it's just like one small tip. That's what we're here for. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. You can hit that right below, subscribe, put a thumbs up on this one, hit a like, and then share with your friends, because there's so many women who are struggling like this. It's one of the top questions I get. That's why I made this video. So what if acne was your call to action to listen to what your body needs on the inside so that you can heal that little girl, heal those symptoms once and for all. So I'm Diane Kaiser. I'm super stoked that you listened to me all the way through this video. It was very comprehensive. There's a lot to talk about, but there is also a lot to learn, and there's a lot to grow into. So I'll see you either in the Facebook group or somewhere in one of my social media channels, but make sure that you hit get notifications too, because I've got lots of videos like this coming out for you a couple times a month. And I will see you on the next video. Of course, if you want to talk to me, you can always reach out, dianekaiser.com. You can schedule an appointment to talk to someone, either me or someone from my team, to help you go from point A to point B to heal all of this once and for all. Bye for now. Take care.
I don't want you to feel like you have to hide behind this anymore. Hiding behind a mask, hoping that people can't see the outside you. Maybe one day they'll see the inside.
If you guys just take the mask off and show us who you really are.